Some gave all, and all gave some. Every year I come here to remind myself the price of freedom, the cost. And today, just like every other year I've been here, it's no different. Come here, brother. Some gave all, and all gave some. At Haunting Veterans Park here in downtown Reno, and every Veterans Day or Memorial Day I come to pay my respects to a friend. I don't want to show his name out because it's one of those things where it's kind of a private thing. But for me, being here allows me to say thank you and goodbye to people who, the person I care about deeply. Because I never really got a chance to say goodbye. I just know to this individual who I come to say thank you to every year on Veterans Day and Memorial Day. He was a good person. He helped me out in a really tough moment in my life. We went to high school together, and he's a really good guy. And he's a reminder to me that this thing called liberty, freedom in America has a price, and sometimes it's paid in blood, sweat, and tears. And that's why I'm here, in my respects to him. So, that's why I wanted to say Memorial Day isn't just any holiday. It's a day of solemn remembrance, especially in this time that we are in. Thanks. But also, if I haven't said this to my dear friend, I miss you. I always miss you. That's why I come here every year to let you know that I care. I'm still totally grateful for what you did to help me. And that I know your mom and your family and this community miss you greatly. And I guess it's kind of interesting, but the week of your passing, well, not just your passing, but when your funeral happened, there was an event that got me to heavily invest more into the media world. And I guess it was kind of a star-crossed moment that I got involved to cover an event that coincided with your services. And unfortunately, I missed your services because of it. But it got me involved into the world of mass media and journalism. And I want to say thank you. And I was not to say sorry for missing your funeral. Thank you for being my friend. I miss you. I'm always reminded of this phrase from this great Korean War veteran. Some gave all, and all gave some. Sorry. Some gave all, and all gave some. And I know that the first part, I think, applies to you, my friend. I miss you. Take care. Right now at 11:10. An hour from this taking off in Reno, downtown at the site of location. So, everything's of this way.
Our African American brothers. Brown people. We got that problem. You have done what's the head na chande was taking you. You are chate shita you ha hello na dako hecha shita you ha hello. Wana niye you ha hello. Atewa kanta kanta kashla oshimalo na oma kiayo. Creator, Heavenly Father, I ask you to bless over all the people of the world. Whoever's having a bad heart right now, you give them a good heart, and whatever's going on negative, you take that negative, it belongs to you, and you give all the people a good life. Creator, we pray like this, not just for ourselves, but for everybody all the way around the world. We don't just do for one, for all, to help each other in a good way. So let this today be a good outcome, not just for here in Reno, but all over the world. Go ahead, General.
Sorry, guys. Yes.
There he is.
Oh, yes. Hey. Hey, Paul. Good. How are you? So I'm kind of walking around so you can kind of see what's going on, so you have a flavor of what the audience looks like. As this is the crowd here in downtown Reno. It's different to me. Okay. Yeah. Yes, that was a firearm. Hey, Wendy. How are you?
Good. Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, how are you?
How are you, San Luan?
I'm exhausted.
Oh, why?
2020. Yeah. But this is amazing to see so many people out mobilized.
So I guess this is probably a fair question to ask you, since you have the lucky position of representing this neck of the woods. What do you think about this?
About what's happening in America right now? It's the worst. But I think that where there's really some momentum here for some foundational criminal justice reform, and including accountability measures for our police officers and police departments. And I look forward to seeing this next session what we can do.
Do you expect anything out of the ordinary to occur from today's event here?
I mean, besides peaceful protest and a bonding of community on a very important issue, I sure hope not.
Fair. And I mean, fair. That's fair. I guess. What do you hope that people coming to this event today will take away from this, and what action do you think people should take away from this?
I hope everybody here mails their ballot in. I hope everybody here uses their voice to vote for the people who are committed to making changes, so that we can, as a state, really move forward with progressive policy despite the threats from the federal government, the threats from our president to really abuse Nevada for standing up for what's right. And I have high hopes that this is one of the things that is continuing to push people in the direction of personal accountability, of our citizen responsibility, taking care of each other and making sure we have elected officials in office who do that and are committed to doing that.
So I want to thank you. I apologize for my ad hoc interview or ad hoc question here. So I wasn't planning to see you today.
Yeah,
so.
No, I really appreciate you being here, and for noting this issue as being one of like a turning point in this, at least this year. This has been a wild one.
It has.
Yeah.
I was totally expecting a normal election year with the normal degree of demagoguery and all that stuff, but
yeah,
out of pandemic and mass rioting, who knows? We'll see what happens
yeah,
next.
we shall see. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll let you guys carry on with the active public display.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Oh yes. I'm sorry. What is it?
Vote!
Yes, and that too.
Up and down ballot.
Yes.
Up and down ballot.
Because we're getting radio silence from the city of Sparks on this.
Oh. Well, thank you for letting me know that now. Well, guys, stay safe. You're welcome. And be well, guys.
Yeah, you see your done.
Take care, Chris. I'm sorry, David. I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry.
You're better with names than I am.
Thanks.
Take care.
I try. All right, that was Nevada State Assemblywoman Sarah Peters there. I'm here being the space whale. So I'm going to kind of go back into the crowd, and I'm not going to do this live thing very long because it's not really needed per se. So I encourage you to check out Lucia's piece, because she'll be the lead reporter on this today. Although I did want to follow up on reports of people in the crowd with firearms, large firearms. So there's a public space, you can do that. Sorry guys, I'm going to squeeze through. I'm kind of cutting through. Sorry guys. Sorry folks. I'm sorry. That's a pretty good photo there. Sorry guys. Sorry, I didn't get used to the foot bubble. I'm sorry. Sorry guys. I'm gonna go to the other side here. Try to get a better view of this today. Thank you. There? Sorry. Thanks for letting me do that. Sorry. Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
I just posted live on Facebook now, so it's not going to be.
Alright, I'm not going to try to jump up there in all my dexterity today. Which is not my normal dexterity. This is where signs were being made earlier. And this is like a water display here. Alright, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back. I'm going to swing around here. Sorry folks, sorry. Let's swing around here. Sorry. I'm going to walk through here. We're going to kind of go backstage here. Get a better view of this event. Sorry, man. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I gotta get on my swing in back here. Just to...
Down here? Yeah, I gotta make them up there.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you're fine. Go ahead.
People are legitimately protesting.
Right.
I'm sorry, but when you say that chaos is illegitimate, you're demonizing those people who are taking back what is theirs. I am sorry.
I'm not demonizing no one because this is a thing.
That's the thing, though.
We're not saying protest is wrong. We're saying that we're coming in a peaceful way.
I will stop. I apologize.
How you doing, man? Good. Love the day in the neighborhood.
Another day in 2020. 2020, what a year.
What a year, man. Pandemics.
No matter what, there will
protests.
always be people trying to instigate and antagonize a whole different meaning of what we are actually trying to do. If you are here with us, then you know what we are trying to do and what we are trying to make our voices louder for. No matter what other things are going on in other countries, other states, other cities, we can make a difference ourselves by peacefully protesting. By actually showing them that we don't have to do that to us. That's what we are trying to do that. Nothing more, nothing less. So thank you guys all for all the support, and we will get started shortly.
Relatives gonna read back our relatives up here, so I just want to make something very clear. The flag I have in my hand was taken during the Little Bighorn from the United States government. We since then learned that violence doesn't solve problems. Okay? So what the children are saying here is no violence. Peaceful walking only. Okay? Black ink on white paper is the answer at the Supreme Courthouse. So that's where they want to take this. And whatever they want to do, I want to back them up in the best way I know how. Go ahead, Tara.
What school are you going to?
Okay, start.
No, turn around. No, more, right here. No. No.
By
the tree. By the tree. Fuck the police.
No.
Fuck the police. Fuck the police. I'm just saying, I'm not being violent.
That's freedom of speech. That's a First Amendment right.
Fuck the Reno police.
Oh, there's They're actually escorting us.
So I guess we're starting the march. There's the gentleman there. I'm sorry.
Okay, I didn't know because everyone was like.
What's that? So this is the end. It looks like the end. This is the beginning of the march here. Traffic is now being trying to get traffic cutting through here. So right now they're getting ready to start this thing. It appears at this time.
Over to the lead side. March at 3.
So
right now in 15 minutes we're going to start this thing, you can tell. So what I will do is I'm going to restart and I will recenter. We'll kind of kick off at 3. So I'm going to come back here at 3 o'clock, all right? He's referring to that Camaro. I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to try to get a moment. You know, I think we got a minute. Maybe I can do this. I could probably try to talk to the event organizer. Try to get a question before this thing starts. Hey, Avery. Good. Congrats, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. LA is a nice place, and congrats to getting the hell out of here.
Yeah. I don't know if they're going to send me to LA now, just because of all the everything that's going on. It's supposed to be remote. I really want to go to LA and I want to be in that news thing. So I'm going to try to finesse it.
Make a case for something. Nice to meet you. Congrats. All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try to speak to the heads here. I'm going to try to do some, try to get an interview in here. Try to do my job here, I guess. Sorry. Sorry, I'm sorry, man. I'm looking. So, I guess they're getting a musician here, I guess. Darn, where is the protest? Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna squeeze it in here. Sorry, guys. Looking for a head. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna jump up here. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Alright, we are marching here.
No peace!
So much for being ready. Alright. Oh, sorry. Alright, sorry again. I apologize for the really spotty, directional here, guys. I am attempting to find the heads of the organization today right now. And this is turning the thing on my butt.
Reno!
She's over here. Yeah, I'll tell her. So I'm going to go back here. I think what I'll do as I await the opportunity to talk to someone is just position myself very far, because I think what will happen is I'll join the crowd and jump in here at some point, and I will try to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and position myself and just show you what it looks like over here in the staging position. So we're in 5 minutes away from takeoff, as I would say. And this is the staging grounds for the event. This is where everybody's at now. Getting ready to march. I'm sorry, man. So, in the age of a pandemic, this is how you protest, I guess. So, sorry. Bye. Tango. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna squeeze through. Sorry. If it is. Sorry, you're fine. I'm sorry. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. No to the people. Sorry, guys. Sorry, let's go switch through. No peace! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! But we are going to make a plea for everybody. There's not just black lives, all lives, but this is a black life. We are not going to violate.
please come up front. All the flags, please come up front. We got a few minutes till 3 o'clock.
Hey, I hear you, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
Not too bad, man.
253.
Not too bad. Another day in the neighborhood.
This is the Women's March.
Yeah, I get it right
Thank you
sometimes.
for your patience.
Once every protest, you know.
Thank you for your patience. All flags up front. Let's go.
How's the year treating you so far?
Work, and more overtime.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Good. Same. Been busy. Just finished the WNC for the semester. Now for summer school. Good to see you, man. Well, I'm gonna get back there. Run around. Be safe, right? Be safe. Take care.
Everybody say Makai Lee. Say Makai Lee. Release the tank. 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 Hands up. Hands up. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Hands up. Hands up. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Hands up. Hands up. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people. At this place.
I'm gonna go through some of these.
At this point, I'm gonna sit up.
Hands up, don't shoot me. White silence is silent. That's right. We should be outraged. Every white person.
It is now 3 o'clock.
People should be outraged.
The bell now tolls.
I am so proud to see you all here today. Every walk of life. This is because it's what it was. No peace! No justice! No peace!
Sorry, guys.
No justice!
No peace!
Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Hey, guys. We're fine. We're fine. So this is the lay of the land before we march here. So if you notice up the street here, you have a real police cordon position. This is the precinct here. This is the precinct here.
Keep it strong.
Yep. I see ya.
Yeah, so like, about to walk.
Alright, we're on.
Okay, well, at the moment, I'm right in front of the rack, so we're going to come on.
Yeah, good one. Cordon now goes on. Again. They just left it. Yo, what? And this is not good.
Fuck Troy! Protect yourself. Fuck Troy, it's okay. Don't fall right now. You need to go home. Bro, this should go home. It's gonna get dangerous for you, boy. It's gonna get dangerous for you. We'll give you an escort out. You're not in the right place. You are outnumbered here. Get the right thing, taking the hat off, dude. Now just go. Yeah, take that fucking hat off. Wow. Take it off. Wow. Hey,
talking, bro. That's what he wants. Like, just you're gonna make everybody look bad. You're gonna make everybody look bad.
Thanks for educating.
It's all good. You got him out here. You got him out here. Fuck that.
Just walk away.
All right, so right now, I got that. I'll hold on. I'll keep my eyes on him. Sir, can I ask you a question? Why did you put your hat back on?
Because it's my First Amendment right.
So, I mean, that being said, I mean, you were aware that you were in a situation that might potentially put you at harm, yet you still wore it. You know, that didn't dissuade you or worry you at all, or?
What do you mean?
I mean, not to take the hat off or anything. Or?
Give me a second.
Sure.
Okay, go ahead and ask your question.
Sure. Again, just to identify myself, I'm a member of the press, and hey, so, sir, I don't mean to be rude. I apologize again. My name's Don. You don't mind me asking, what's your name, sir?
Benny.
Benny? You don't mind, do you want to leave it at that, or you want to give me your full name, or?
Just leave it at Benny. That's good.
So what brought you down to this neck of the woods today?
No, I wanted to see what was going on. I just wanted to see what the whole big deal was. I don't know. And I just wanted to see if they were just as violent as they said they were, because you know what? Stuff like this isn't going to bring back George Floyd. I'm from Minnesota. That is my state.
Okay.
I'm from Minneapolis. That is my home. So, regardless of what happened, I think it was wrong what happened to that guy. I think it was wrong whatever happens to anyone who's a victim of police brutality. The problem I have with it is these riots and destruction of private property are not going to bring him back. I'm sorry it happened, but it's not going to bring him back.
So, considering what you just went through just now, like you just had this happen to you, what do you
I'm shocked. I'm a little bewildered. I'm shaken up a little bit. But we have that.
Fair?
There's no other people here. They gang up on me. I don't feel like in America that should be right. It shouldn't be right for anyone to be in fear anywhere in this country. And I do mean that for both George Floyd, his family, and I have to express my deepest and sincerest apologies.
Fair.
I have to say that for the city of Minneapolis, for the people of Minneapolis, for George Floyd's family, for George Floyd himself, I do express my deepest and sincerest apologies for what happened.
Can I do this? Let's do this real quick. So I got to run back down to this thing. Can I grab your contact info so I can call you back later?
Sure.
I'm going to do this off camera so you don't have to like. So you write that down. Just write that down. I feel for you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry about your hat.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll get another one. There's like a Republican.
Okay. There's a Republic. There are okay.
Yeah, there are Republican chapters in Carson City. You know, I'll get one.
Okay. Good to know. Well,
call me at that number. That's my number. Call me anytime.
thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, well, I appreciate you enduring me today, and be safe. Okay.
Thank you.
Cool. All right, I'm going to try to catch up. Alright, so I'm in the back of the pack of this now. So right now I'm in the back of the pack of this movement here. I'm going to try to catch up and speak to people at the front end of this. I'd like to talk to the organizer and get some input here as we make our way through the streets of Reno, south of the river. I parked my car in the wrong neighborhood. Here's the back of it. I'm going to wheel myself through like a IndyCar racer. Flying through this thing here. This is the courthouse here, in front of the downtown, south of the river, or the Pioneer Center. You got the police holding off the river. So forgive me, guys, as it's choppy as I'm walking down. I'm just kind of swerving and swimming. Trying to get to this. Sorry, sir. Right. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Sorry, folks. I'm going to swing through here. Main thrust of the event here now up here to be right in front of the federal courthouse. All of 3 federal representatives, or 2 of you. I'm sorry, guys. You're fine. And here they are, the steps of the federal courthouse in downtown. You have police cordon off. I'm going to try to get in the heart of it now. I apologize for the shaky video, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm going to swing through here. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, man. Sorry. Oh, sorry.
This is what democracy looks like!
So this is the
This is what democracy looks like!
Sorry.
This is what democracy looks like!
Hey guys, let's go through here, guys.
This is what democracy looks like!
Sorry.
This is what democracy looks like! This is what Reno looks like! This is what Nevada looks like! This is what Nevada looks like! This is what Reno looks like! This is what Reno looks like! Look at your neighbor! We stand here on the courthouse where justice should prevail. I support transparency. We stand in the courthouse where the Lady of Liberty is. But we don't see her blind. We see her with one eye open. See her with one eye open. So this is what we're saying. What are we saying? That the laws need to change. What do we do? And that we need to
There's been a couple of sketchy people.
Oh yeah, you know.
I was putting a few people on live that.
We'll let this lady go just before she does. We have a petition for police harassment form. These are the bullet points.
Swinging right behind you.
Police harassment form 2020 is an act of leadership designed to reverse misconduct and police is not flawed. It does not do its job of protecting the people. We need to change in our communities around the world. These resolutions brought forth by Police Arrest Reform 2020 is to encourage the
it's like a protest.
And I'm speaking to
Akira Thomas.
And what's your role in the BML movement?
My role is I'm an organizer of the movement and what we've brought together today to protest against police reform and to bring awareness to what is going on in our community and what is going on around in cities in our nation, to make sure that we can have a voice to be bigger and better than what they expect us to be, to deteriorate all the stereotypes and to actually be the people that we know that we are, but we have a hard time bringing it out because of what we have to go through on a daily struggle. So we basically just wanted to bring everybody here today to collect the peace, to know that we have a voice and that we can do this even with our voices.
And what do you want someone to take away from today's event today?
I hope that everybody takes away that we don't have to be chaotic to be heard or to be listened to or anything. I just want people to actually realize that it's bigger than, breaking down what we're doing and breaking down our communities. It's bigger than that. It's bigger as in we're coming together and uniting.
I notice they're kneeling right now as we
Yeah.
speak. Do you want us to kneel, I guess, or?
Yeah.
Okay,
I guess so.
That's fine. I'll join with you on the kneel. So, I wanted to ask concurrently with this, why is this important we're kneeling right now?
This kneel is what people have protested before. The kneel is basically to show that we are not standing for what America wants us to stand for. We want to be independent in what we're doing. And the kneel is what they protested against Colin Kaepernick and fired him for when a police officer kneeled on one of our own and suffocated and killed him, murdered him.
So along the same lines, this protest is happening in the background of what's going on in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Louisville, Kentucky, last night Atlanta, Georgia, LA, and Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people in this country right now who see things like this and gatherings like this and get scared.
Right.
What message do you have or thoughts do you have to those who think that something like this could go out of control here in Reno?
We're not trying to make it to where anybody should be scared. We wanted to make sure that everybody was ensured that we are here for peace, we are here for nothing else. I feel like if we can start here in a small city, that we could show that all the bigger cities that they could have tried to do the same, but of course there was other things that happened that led to where they're at right now, which I hope that nothing like that would happen with us. We are trying to make sure we continue to keep the peace.
And kind of speaking back to Reno, do you feel that the Reno police and local law enforcement in this area do a good job in trying to, outreach to the African American community, people of color, to try to make relations a little better?
Honestly, I cannot agree with that because I haven't ever had a police officer who actually tried to connect or actually understand where we are coming from or what's going on. Myself, I have open police case as we're speaking, going back 2 years, and there's still no justice for that. So
2 years?
Yeah, 2 years. I've been waiting for 2 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, not to be too privy to that. I mean, if you're allowed to speak on that, is that something?
It's actually very, very personal for me, so not really.
No worries. I want to ask this second to last question here along the same line of, this is an election year.
Right.
And, apparently, the African American community has been a pivotal election constituency for both Joe Biden and Donald Trump. And it appears that those constituencies, that they're going to make a play for those constituencies.
Right.
For that constituency. What message would you want to hear from both presidential candidates to make you consider even voting for them? And what message would you convey to the public at large?
Personally,
to both candidates.
Personally, Trump, I don't care for him. I wouldn't vote for him. I don't care what he would have to say, because at this point he has said too much to where it's at the point where I can't forgive anything he has said. So Joe Biden, I would hope that he would actually be on our side and actually try to help these problems and these issues that are really happening in between our country. Like, if you're going to be a president, you have to make a change for the people, not a change for the government. It's supposed to be for the people. We are the people.
So you're saying if the Trump campaign made an overt effort, said, hey, I want to give you a call, I want to talk to you, and try to make an actual campaign pitch, would you ever be receptive to that?
Probably not. Personally, no.
Because of what you just said earlier.
Yeah.
So you see an attempt from the Trump campaign as falling on deaf ears.
Yeah. There's been too much stuff that has happened within our community since he has been in office. Literally, I cannot support him at all.
Yeah. That helps you understand this moment, and I guess I'm gonna close on this one.
Okay.
Again, a lot of people criticize the president for his lack of response to what's going on in the country.
Right.
In regards to police brutality,
right.
Race relations, and whatnot.
Right.
What message in this moment do you think that the president needs to say to the people of the country to try to at least heal something, or at least appeal to this crowd?
I feel like he has the power to bring justice between all of us. He can make the police, he can make the police actually want to help the communities and actually have guidelines to where they help the communities instead of what they believe is right, and they're supposed to be here to serve and protect, and the president doesn't even see that what they do is wrong. He basically like agrees with it and lets it happen. So it's like he needs to actually acknowledge the fact that we are the people, and we will forever be the people, and he has to listen to us in order for us to be on his side.
I appreciate you giving me a chance to talk to you about this, and thank you for taking the time in this busy event.
Yes,
it looks like you're now a focal point of attention here for a sec. So thank you again. What was your name again, ma'am?
Kyra. Kyra Thomas.
And how do I spell your name?
ACKARIA. THOMAS.
Ms. Thomas, thank you again.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And thus concludes my interview.
Thank you.